I don't know what I'm doing. Look, the lighting is real bad this time of year. Just look, just like it's real bad and goopy, and just for the time of day that I do these is very consistent. So like the sun changes, uh, and right now it's just not ideal. It just looks bad. I also realized that I just most of my shirts are dark and kind of boring looking. I mean, some of them when we get into like spring and summer aren't, but like, man, all of my vlog thumbnails look the same. Hi, this is a randomly little vlog about the fact that it is now February. Um, so yeah, I don't know. I just haven't done a regular vlog in a while. Um, and my goal in my head right now, I'm constantly thinking is, my God, just don't make it another vlog about Magfest. The people who are not interested in the Magfest things, which is all like two of you, they're like, please don't do more Magfest content. And I'm like, all right. I was actually going to. I was gonna do like a recap because my vlog obviously doesn't cover everything, but I have since decided against it, and I will not be covering that. I guess I probably should, but whatever. Um, but yeah, so now that we live in a post Magfest 2024, there's the rest of the year to consider, and honestly, I've just been kind of going with the flow for the past 2 weeks, really. And that's been kind of nice. Like, I don't have any goals or anything for this. This year just has nothing. This year is just a big old blank slate, kind of, sort of. And what's going on in it is just nothing. That's, you were expecting a different ending to that sentence, and you got less. Um, God, am I gonna start saying that all the time? I hope so. That's such a good. It's such a good lyric. Anyways, yeah. So no, I don't like. I don't even know what's going on in 2024. I don't have like. There's really not any games that I'm looking forward to right now. Like anything on PlayStation's on PS5, which means I would have to buy a PS5 to play it, and I don't know that I'm ready for that yet. Um, on Nintendo, do we? Well, Thousand Year Door, I guess I'm looking forward to, but it's not really a new game. You know what I mean? It's like, I right now there's like not a whole lot I'm looking forward to. I think that was an issue last year too, but there's just not a whole lot I'm looking forward to at the moment, which is kind of a problem. Um, but it's also like whatever. I also like this year as far as everything that I want to do is like there's not that everything that I want to do doesn't exist because I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what my goals are this year. I think, oh my God, look at this like fuzzy part. I didn't. I should have wet my hair before I combed it. Now that's gonna bother me. There's like, Anyways, no, it's I legitimately do not know what I'm doing in 2024. I think honestly my goal more and more is becoming clean this fucking bedroom up. Like it doesn't look all that bad from here because I'm only pointing at my bed, but like everything like this room is a mess. I have too much stuff. I need to start getting rid of stuff. I should make videos out of that because man, that's there actually in my one closet I have like old video game boxes and stuff, and they're like in decent. Most of them are in decent condition, so like that's kind of surprising. I bet you those and like the instruction manuals, because I have pretty much all of those. They're not in perfect condition, but like I bet you they're worth something. I do have some of the classics like Donkey Kong Country and Mario World and all that stuff. Like that's all. That's all. Do I have Mario World's box though? I don't know, but we have a lot of the boxes, so that's kind of a neat thing. But yeah, like I need to clean some things out. I need to get rid of things or pack them away, or I need to get rid of some things that are packed away because it's just like there's nothing. You know. So that's honestly that might end up being my goal this year more than anything else. Like I want to keep drawing, I want to keep writing and whatnot. And all that basic shit. I want to keep that going, but it's like I don't know. I just don't have any like goals for myself this year. At one point I was like, man, I would really like to start doing proper video essays. But part of me is also like, That's a lot of work, and I don't know that what you do would necessarily benefit from a video aspect. I think that what I want less what I I think I don't necessarily want to do video essays. I think I just want my thoughts in a format that people will respect, because nobody wants to just randomly click on a video of a dude in his pajamas sitting in a thing and that's just all the visuals, you know what I mean? But like, how many people actually do like sit down and watch and focus on video essays? I know I like, put them on as background noise a lot. Like the first time I might watch them for any visual gags or whatever, but a lot of the times I'm still not focused. I'm still distracted because they're not all that stimulating. Like Let's Plays, like I don't know how I used to sit down and watch like 3 hours worth of Let's Plays back in the day. And I'm not saying that because they're a bad medium or anything. I'm just saying it because it's like, man, now it's hard for me to sit down and watch them, and be interested in them the whole time and all that stuff. So it's it's kind of a difficult thing to square with. And I just like, I don't know. It's a thing. I'm so yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I want to actually get into doing video essays. I would love to. I just, on doing all the work to get the video part of it down, to capture video and to figure out how to balance, it's a lot. And I don't have any sort of mastery of the medium that might aid, or that might cause the visuals to aid, what I'm saying, I guess. I mean, to some degree, I have some idea of what visuals I would want to go with my words, but other than that, it's like I don't know. I don't know that I really have the stuff to make that happen. Honestly, I just miss having Adobe Premiere like I had in high school, because I actually really liked using that program, but I'm sure that there is nothing like that nowadays. I could do a whole vlog on that. Like, just, I've experienced so many issues with technology lately that it's pissing me off. Like, I don't think there is anything good about the way technology works now, where it's like, oh, hey, we're going to update this program that you use every so often, and like, not necessarily make it worse, but make it different so that you have to kind of learn large parts of it all over again. Like, I hate that aspect of technology now. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's so annoying. And like, I had this problem with the MagFest vlog, where it was like, I came back and I was like, okay, I'm gonna edit it together, and I went and I looked up my video editor, which is just the default Microsoft Windows 10 video editor, and I clicked on it, and it was like, hey, we've converted to Clipchamp. Now you have to use Clipchamp, and Clipchamp straight up did not work. When you import clips to Clipchamp, it was like processing, and it takes like several minutes to process every clip that you put in there, regardless of its length, right? And those clips, you've seen my shots from MagFest probably. If not, go watch that vlog. And those clips are not long, and there's a lot of them. So it was not a good time. I had to go and figure out a way to download the old thing and use that, and it worked, and I'm very happy about that. But it just, just the way technology changes, the way they're like, okay, we're gonna update this thing, and now, of course, everything's subscription services. Oh yeah, you can use this, but you can't use it if you don't have a subscription. Like, bro, I bought physically Adobe Photoshop CS3. There's a disc that I put in my computer, and that is the proof that I own the product, right? like that's it. And they're like, I think I tried putting it on this computer, and they're like, nah, you can only have this on 3 computers. You can only install this 3 times, and then you're done. And it's like, bro, I'm gonna buy new computers. Like, it's gonna happen. It's like, we all know Adobe's shitty, but like, come on. It's like, that kind of shit I cannot stand about technology. And more and more it's becoming like that. It's like, even when you think about like appliances, like a refrigerator, right? Like, our refrigerator that we have has been around since I've been alive. I think that refrigerator is like probably 30 years old. They don't make them like that anymore. You buy a refrigerator now, it lasts 5 or 6 years, and it's supposed to. Like that's how it works now. That's just how it is. We accept less because that's what they make. Because how are we gonna sell more fridges if people only have to buy one fridge and it works for 30 years? Like, it makes a hell of a lot of sense from a business perspective, but man, I can see why my parents are keeping the old falling apart fridge that has injured my mom several times, but they just like slip that covering back on, and we're back at the races, But it's like, I get it, because man, what are you gonna do? Buy an appliance that's only gonna last you for 5 years before it goes up and makes you panic? Like, it's just so, I don't know. Technology fucking sucks. Are we talking about 2024? This is 2024. Let's face it. But yeah, like I said, I don't have anything. I don't, I don't have any plans. There's no vacation set for this year. I mean, I guess at some point I have to go visit my sister in West Virginia. I don't know how I feel about that, but that'll probably be like a long weekend thing. But I don't have any vacations or any trips planned for this year. So this may be the first year without a plane ride in 3 years or something. So that's kind of interesting to think about in that perspective. Or maybe I will go somewhere. I don't know. I've always wanted to do more conventions, but the issue with that is that like all of my friends go to MagFest. For whatever reason, that's the one that everyone has chosen as the thing to go to. And I love that, because MagFest is also the most convenient one for me, but I don't I don't know. I've always wanted to go to another one. I don't know if I would just like, if I would be successful in meeting people there. I probably wouldn't, but like, something interesting to consider. I thought about that a lot prior to COVID, and then COVID happened, and I was like, well, I guess I'm not going any more of those, huh? So yeah, that was a thing. I don't know. I might like to go to another con or something at one point. I don't know which. I don't have any plans for that though. So we're kind of looking at that. I mean, I don't know. 2024 thus far, let me just say, has not been. It is a year not off to a great start, honestly, because I had the whole like itchiness thing that just was like one thing after another, and they were all different things. So that was annoying. I mean, and because of that, I guess my stomach was on the fritz. And so I was not feeling great for the first couple weeks, and that definitely seeped into MagFest, which was not fun. Although I think part of the stomach thing was my food choices on day zero. Not that I really had choices. I think all of my choices at that point were bad, unless I chose pizza, and I didn't want to choose pizza. But yeah, I mean, that was not great. So I was like in doctor's offices, and I hate being in doctor's offices, so that was not fun. There were some things in the community that happened that I'm sure y'all know about if you're watching this, that was hard to deal with, and honestly, it's just I don't know. Yeah, I'd like to say I'm not having I'm not still having thoughts about all that, but I kind of am. Like, it's still something that's making me, it just makes you think, you know what I mean? And I the thoughts are troubling, but yeah, I don't know. 2024 has not been off to a very good start so far. I'm hoping it can get better from here. But we'll see. Like, I don't know what this year will bring. I don't know that I have expectations about it or anything like that. I mean, I'm doing okay. Honestly, the last week was pretty good. I was like very casually doing art. I just enjoyed my evenings, really, Yesterday I did jack all. It was it was not great. It was not like my favorite. It was not my favorite thing. So that was not particularly good. But like, I don't know, it's actually not been that bad otherwise, like recently. Like, so I'm hoping things are looking up, but I don't know. And I will say that yeah, MagFest was pretty good. It was pretty good. The first day or two were both pretty annoying. And I started to get worried and a little bit existential about like the idea of things just like not being like they were. Because previously you could just kind of follow someone around, namely Twy, and they would just have things that they would want to do, and you would just follow them and go do them, and somehow you would stumble your way into having a good time. And that just like wasn't happening. You know what I mean? It's just like there were too many different groups spanning off into too many different things, and I didn't know who to hang out with, and I didn't think I was going to get to hang out with the people that I wanted to hang out with, who are the people that I have hung out with for years, you know? And it's like, that's, you know, those are the things that I want to do. Those are the people that I go for. And I've said that, but I did end up getting, I did end up getting time with pretty much everybody that I wanted to get time with. And I we got to do rune gaming, and there was a mod dinner, and those were some of my favorite parts about MagFest this year. So ultimately I got most of what I wanted. Just to follow up on that one video that I did. I'm failing at not bringing it up. I understand, but I did get most of what I wanted this year, so that it ended up being a pretty good MagFest. Despite everything else that was going on in the first 2 days and everything. Yeah, so that was fine, that was a good time. But I just, man, I I hope 2024 gets better somehow. I don't know what I'm doing this year at all. I'm pretty lost in that regard, and I don't know. It's not a bad thing. It's not an awful thing, but I don't know. It's like, well, why don't you sit down and set some goals? And it's like, I'm very bad at setting goals. I've tried it before. I've tried short-term, like easy goals, and still fucked them up and failed them because I'm just so flighty. But I don't know. Like I said, I hope things kind of change. I hope other things happen. I don't want to say, I hope things change in 2024, because you can't just hope things change. And it's like, you gotta change. So I don't know. Again, my really one of my only hopes for 2024 is that I clean up, I guess. And maybe if I set an easy goal like that, then I can I can accomplish it, or I can work towards accomplishing it, and that'll be great. So just keep it simple, I guess. But yeah, I just wanted to do a little update vlog, a little bit of a weird, like, let's chill and chat vlog. Cause it's a thing. And I just felt like I needed to do that. I don't know. I guess there's a lot more to talk about, but there's not a whole lot more to talk about. I don't know. This is just a kind of an update thing. One thing I want to do is I want to do better vlogs this year. Maybe that sounds weird. Maybe you think my vlogs are perfecto as is, but like, I look at all the thumbnails for my vlogs and they're all the same fucking thing. And that's kind of annoying to me. So I would like to, as I used to do years ago when I did more vlogs, I would change locations and do vlogs in different areas. I've got a better phone now, so I probably could do that. But I feel like I'm almost more self-conscious now than I was then. I might try to do that, just vary things up a little bit. I don't do much to vlog, so it's not like there's going to be a whole lot of event vlogs or anything like that, but I would like to do a little bit more with that. And other than that, though, I mean, my goals with vlogging and for the YouTube channel are just to kind of keep doing what I'm doing right now. Again, I don't really have any lofty goals there, but, I would like to keep doing a variety of vlogs, whether it be doing my own random talky things and just like chilling with you, or doing things on topics and trying to think them out, or just setting myself loose on a topic and going in the middle of sentences because I don't know where I was going with that thought. Classic me. But yeah, I don't know. Tell me in the comments, what do you want to see from me? Do you want to see just more chill vlogs? Do I help you sleep? Do I help you fucking relax or something for 30 minutes? Do you want me to do more thought out content? Do you want to like put a knife to my neck and be like, do video essays, you coward? Like, I don't know, just whatever. Let me know. How are you? What's up? 2024. I guess I could talk more about it, but I'm not. That's my quote. That's my epitaph right now. Have a good day. I kept it under 20.